And here's where I have biomass being produced, and it goes into a liquid tesseract into the biomass tank. And this is producing mulch, and it's actually completely dark in here. Well, here, I'll turn off my night vision. So yeah. Wheat farm isn't quite keeping up with this actually right at the moment. May actually need to try and fix this. I don't know, I'll have to come back and check it later, see if it's actually keeping up. Mulch production is keeping up, like I have two moisteners making mulch right here. Those are cobblestone for, you know, it has to have cobblestone in here to be working. Let's check the mulch chest, see if this... Yeah, okay, so it's producing mulch quick enough, it's just not getting wheat quick enough. At the moment, at least. I'll check it later. See if that situation changes. And then I got reeds. Reeds coming in. I had 2 levels of this, but I had to take one out because it was actually too much. I'm actually, producing more biomass here than I actually need, because I'm converting the biomass up here into biofuel with a distillation tower, and I need to let that load in before I click on it because it's going to crash. And right now the distillation tower doesn't accept liquids directly. It only takes liquid cells. So I have the liquid being put into cells with these liquid transposers, and then it puts the cells in here, and okay, now I can click on it. Yeah, once this gets to 16, it makes 8 biofuel cells, and it makes 8 empty cells. So the empty cells come out here, get put back into here, and the biofuel goes in here, and it gets drained out, and then it goes into the biofuel tank, which is always full at this point. And then the biofuel goes into high pressure steam boilers. A couple episodes ago this was blown up. I just rebuilt it, and I think it was out of water maybe. It's either that or all the steam. I couldn't actually convert the steam into energy for this one before because I didn't have enough converters on the other side of this converting into EUs. So this either blew up from having no water, which actually I don't think was the problem, but it's possible, because I had one aqueous accumulator feeding all 6 of these. So now I got an aqueous accumulator on this side too, so there's no way it's going to run out of water. But yeah, this was full of steam, so I think that's what blew it up. I'm not 100% sure about that though. Maybe someone can tell me in the comments. Okay, so energy is being converted into MJs, and then I have MJs. This is where it's going over to the power plant and just running those machines. And then this is getting converted into EUs for the distillation tower because it's GregTech, so it uses EUs. This is the converter for that, and it's powering directly these liquid transposers. And then the rest of the MJs come here and get converted. They go up and they go into the batteries, or the redstone energy cells. And some things are wired directly to use MJs, but I have a bunch of converters. These converters are turning the MJs into EUs. These are high voltage converters, so it'll build up energy until it gets to 512, and then it puts that out as a packet of 512, And this is how I'm getting most of my EUs at the moment, um, which is really just supposed to convert the excess energy. But other than running a quarry, or there's not a ton of use for MJs. I'm also converting some of my lava to use. I have it turned off at the moment. I was letting this build up at that time because I had to move my pump because I ran out of lava that I was pumping from the nether. So I just go and move that around every once in a while when this starts going down. But yeah, I can start converting that energy into EUs too. That's an extra 400 EU per tick that I get just from this. I could put a EV energy converter and then a high voltage transformer at the end of it, and then put wires on all 5 sides of that, and it would have basically 512 in 5 packets coming out of one converter. So I think I'm going to do that to actually save space with these, because I actually started lining these up down this way, and I don't know, it's kind of just a waste of space, so I might actually make those EV converters. And I used to have MFS used up here. Everything was going through those, so if I had an excess of energy, it would store it. But since I'm never going to have really an excess of energy because all of it gets used by the matter fabricator, I have it just directly hooked up to the matter fabricator and all my machines now. And this goes, in the daytime at least, it goes once every 3 seconds. I think at night it's more like 6 seconds, something like that. This is for scrap, and to automate this it was a little bit tricky because just because these were kind of too close to each other, so I had to put a gate on these what's it called, structure pipes. Yeah, cobblestone structure pipes. So this is basically converting scrap into scrap boxes, because the scrap boxes take a lot longer to burn through. That way this thing can kind of get ahead. I've just put a bunch of overclockers in here, so this stays full of scrap, this whole box right here. So whenever this needs more scrap boxes, it just pops them out real quick and then comes to this pipe. I could automate that too. I could put a ME import bus or actually export bus connected to the top of this, but this is a lot cheaper, so I'm just going to leave it the way it is. And it's not really causing any lag because it only has stuff coming through here every once in a while. This is my remote charging system. I put things in this ender pouch, which is, let's see, this one right here. And I'll just demonstrate it real quick. This thing is not fully charged, so yeah, we can do it right now. Just put this thing in here. Comes out, goes through the gold pipes, and it'll check to see if it's something that can actually be charged, and you can see it charged really quickly right there, so it got drawn back out. And this is basically like it catches everything. So if it's something that can't be charged that I accidentally put in here, it'll just go into this ender pouch right here, or this ender chest, which is this one, which I just keep tools that kind of I frequently use, but don't want to keep all of them in my inventory. Oh, and between episodes I actually added these glass barriers, so it makes it easier to kind of choose which side you're going in. Like, do you want to go up or do you want to go down? And this is the downside right here, and I actually added 8 more of these levitators, the arcane levitators, so I can go on this side and kind of fall down real slow. Because otherwise, I was just using my jetpack to go up and down before, and it's kind of hard to pick what level you want to land on, especially for falling. So this is the upside, and it'll take me all the way to the roof. I should actually put these a little bit higher and maybe add another level to it, because it's kind of hard to get directly in between these things. I mean, I did it first try right there, but because my frame rate is so low, it's a little tricky to actually get in between there sometimes. Actually, I just thought of a solution to that. Could put like a brick right here, make it too tall, and then so I could just step in the middle like that. This is kind of cool though too, because it'll levitate me up here. And I've started to actually make, I was gonna make something that's kind of like the Sphinx, but I'm gonna make it just like a cat up here. And I think I'm gonna make it out of marble. That'll take me a little while though. I've started kind of building the face a little bit, just kind of making, almost like dealing with like clay, you know, like you just make the basic shape at first and then you add in the details later. And this is the creeper farm. I have the spawner up here, and then I've got a bunch of these Mine Factory Reloaded belts that draw anything inward, and so they'll fall down. There's a lighting bug right there. Here's where I've got all my solar panels for both Bluetricity and for EUs. And these are just the advanced, and I've been upgrading everything. I've got three ultimate hybrid solar panels. And let's see, this is just a hybrid. So I'm gradually just going through and upgrading them as I go. I just kind of take a look at my UU matter and see if I've got a whole stack. If I've got a whole stack, that means I can make a new hybrid solar panel. But at the moment, I'm actually making a bunch of advanced, because I converted just recently a lot of my hybrid solar panels into ultimate hybrids, because you need 8 of them to make one. There is another way of making an ultimate hybrid solar panel out of one hybrid solar panel, but it takes, I think, almost more iridium to do that, so it doesn't make any sense. if it's like the same price, you might as well make 8 of these and then just turn them into one, because you can use them in the meantime, you know. This I was actually converting MFFS power, which is force energy, into EUs, but that turned out not to be the greatest, because it was only like 32 EU per tick that I was getting out of this, and I kind of like running the defense station all the time. You can hear my son talking. Or babbling, I should say. And these are industrial information panels. This one's for the matter fabricator. Doesn't work all the time. I don't know. This is one that's for GregTech machines, and it doesn't seem to work very good. It kind of just gives you the percentage. Sometimes you click on it and then hit escape, and it'll tell you all the rest of the information. But that's kind of the only thing I really need to know at the moment, anyways, the percentage. And this is for my biomass tank and my biofuel tank. And this normally starts to fill up to 100%, and so that means I need to go over and cut the power to my biomass farms, because it's faster. It produces biomass faster than I can use it. So the way I could fix that is actually just keep on adding more high pressure steam boilers. Okay, let me show you the place where I found my end portal, my fortress down here. Oh, actually we need to go up one level. Okay, this is the pathway that goes to one of my quarries, or an old quarry area, which is actually the energy production now. Yes, quarry that way, fortress this way. The fortress is actually pretty far away. So let's run using my run key. Shouldn't take too long to get there running like this. Oh, chunk error. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna have to reload the game actually. I'll be right back. Alright, that's more like it. And I'm getting a little better frame rate too, since I reloaded. Haven't really explored these caves. I probably won't. There's no real point, since I get all the resources I need from quarries. So yeah, I dug this out with the mining laser. I just used horizontal, and you can dig out caves pretty quickly like that. It's almost quicker just to fly over here because you can fly diagonally. But this is safer, I'd say, because I have it all lit up. And I never have any mobs in there. So yeah, here's my end portal. Yeah, killed the Ender Dragon just with the mining laser again. And I kind of had an Enderman farm here going for a while, then until I made an Enderman spawner. And since I made the spawner, I used it for a little while, and I got pretty much a chest full of ender pearls, and I still haven't used them all up, so I haven't really needed to put down the Enderman spawner again. I had a hub with some. You can see the lighting is off on these because I used to have book setting here, and I had different destinations. But I figure I can actually just use teleporters to get around. And I have the portal gun, so I had the chunk loader for the hub because it seemed like things would load a lot quicker if I had the chunk loaders in the areas where I was gonna teleport to. I did have some crashing going on before that even. And let's see, where will this take us? Put flight control on. Oh yeah. Out in the middle of nowhere. I fly around and get sheldonite for iridium. It's the quickest way to get iridium actually. A lot quicker than waiting around for UU matter, unless I was running a server, which I think I will be soon. And this is the portal out. Well, this is the old Enderman farm. I used to just look at them and let them come close and stab them. Here, I'll demonstrate that real quick. Problem is this sword lights them on fire, so they teleport away. So it's not the greatest sword for this purpose anymore. Even though it is disjunction 4, which is really good for Enderman. Yeah, see, not the greatest sword for this. And I used to have a wood golem that would go and retrieve the ender pearls and just put it in this chest, but he got in my way as I was attacking Enderman one time, so he's dead, unfortunately. But this is where I killed the ender dragon, so the portal out is right here, and I still haven't grabbed the egg. All I need to do is push it off with the piston, and it'll fall down on this torch, and I can collect it. But I'm not going to do that at the moment, so let's go back. Hey, we beat the game again. And in between episodes, I put in a teleporter to get over to the biomass farm real fast. If I don't have a portal over there, it takes a while to get back and forth from that area, so I'm going to start putting in more teleporters to different areas, and here, I'll show you the setup from the outside a little bit. I've got this hooked up to my adjustable energy storage unit. I have it outputting to 512, and then I have it going into a MFSU, and that's directly next to the teleporter. And this redstone cable is to the button, so I can. A button seems to be the best setup for these things, since you can just hit it once. If you put a pressure plate, you'll end up teleporting back and forth rapidly, because you'll get here and hit the pressure plate, and it'll just teleport you right back to where you were before. Takes about 50,000 EU to teleport over to that area, and it depends on what you're wearing and how much you have in your inventory as to how much energy it uses. But it just takes me over to the corner here, and I have a information panel telling me how much this one has, and I just have an energy converter. I did have a solar panel hooked up to this, but it was filling up kind of too slow, and I don't know, it's kind of a waste of energy for when this gets full. It's just wasting all the extra energy, so I didn't want to waste any. So I have a converter back here, and the wire leads into, let's see if I can get back there. I'll just dig my way. Yeah, so converter goes directly to the MFSU, and then MFSU is next to the teleporter, and same redstone setup as before. And this is the information panel. So that's it. Pretty simple setup for those. I might try putting a teleporter from here to the end portal. That might take the entire contents of an MFSU though, so might even need to put a adjustable energy storage unit next to that. That's kind of a waste of iridium though for that. So I'll give it a try. If it doesn't work, then oh well. To connect these things, you actually need to put down the teleporter and click it with a transmitter, a frequency transmitter. Let's see. So you put a transmitter in your hand and you right click it, and it'll say link established, and you just right click this one and then you go click the other one with it, and it'll link those two up. As for the transmitter, let me see. I've got this. I think I've got it in my inventory here. I think you can destroy this. I don't know if this like is permanently linking them together or what. You might be able to just get rid of this though, and or you can use it for building something else and it'll probably still stay linked. So yeah, the way you do it is so you right click on that. It says can't link teleport to itself. So I think this transmitter is permanently like used for these, so you may have to actually store these permanently. I'll just put that there for now. And this takes me to where my quarry is currently running. I have it to get more crystals because as you can see, I've got when these are red, that means the card is completely full, like it can't store anything else. When it's orange, that means it can't store any more item types. I'm not sure what the dark orange means exactly. Oh, it means it's close to full. Yeah. This one's close to full. Ooh, yeah, I'm running out of space now. I used to have an empty card at the bottom here, but since I've run the quarry again, they're getting pretty full, so I'm gonna have to upgrade those to 64K, which is the biggest size. These are all just 16. And I say just 16. It's that's an understatement. These things store quite a bit of stuff. Let's take one of the full ones out and take a look in a chest. So you can put a card in here and you can see the entire contents of that card, which is 63 slots. So let's see, why is this full exactly? 20,000 wood. Yeah, that explains it. Otherwise, it's got kind of, well, it's got a lot of zirconium. Yeah, and this is an ender chest just that dumps stuff into my ME storage system. I use this all the time. Because otherwise, if I'm in my base, using the access terminal is actually the quickest way to get to everything. Yeah, so I've got 32,000 marble. I'm going to use a lot of this on the cat up here, or the Sphinx, I should say. So that'll be make use of that stuff. Let's see, quartz. Oh, 207. I'd say I'm okay on quartz crystals. These are actually somewhat rare. So yeah, let's go over to the quarry and see how it's doing. Oops. That teleporter is kind of too close to this level right here, so I fell through it. Fell through the floor. So yeah, if I do much more in the future in my world, I think I'm going to build something in this area. I'm not too much of a builder, but if I have a project where I can do something somewhat quickly and that has a really cool purpose, then I'll do it. Otherwise, yeah, I'm not too much into building because everything's so blocky looking in this game. It's like how good can you really make things look anyway? So yeah, I just keep making this area bigger and bigger as I need resources. I just move the quarry over and quarry out the world. Since this is in the middle of the ocean anyway, it's not really a big deal. Oh yeah, just a couple more things here. This is my wrath furnace for making dark iron. You put iron blocks in here. It cooks it to dark iron blocks, and then you can make those into dark iron ingots. And you need those for a lot of the recipes for factorization, like the wrath lamps and stuff. This is mainly what I have this for. And I think an Enderman put this here. Otherwise, I'm not sure why I would do that. This is a wither skeleton spawner. I actually accidentally destroyed it before with a quarry. The quarry ran over it, and after I picked it up, it became just a normal skeleton spawner, which is kind of weird. And this is just so I can get the wither skulls for spawning the wither boss. And this is to turn the belts on. And they take some fall damage, so I can kill them in one hit down below. And I think that's enough. Okay, and you turn the belts off. And you can see the wiring in the bottom here. Just got a ton of red alloy cables down here. And there's two options. I can either fall down right here, or I can take the stairs down to go to the killing area. And oh yeah, this is just where I was growing some mossy cobblestone. If you put them next to cobblestone, they'll spread out. But I have mossy cobblestone being automatically made by the moisteners. But yeah, let's take the stairs down. Here we go, and this has an area of effect kill, so I can kill these guys all at once. And there we go. Almost 30 levels. This takes some of the excess, so this will get me to 30 for sure. Because yeah, sometimes you kill so many of them that you get an excess of the XP. So I just run behind this corner, and the jar eats them all up. And so you get 30 levels. Come up here, all the way to the top. And this is my bench. They could just let's see. Do I have any? Let's grab a book from the ME system. And let's make a book. Soul Stealer 3. Kind of don't need that. Most of the time, books are pretty much a waste. I've got a ton of books I can't really use for anything. Well, if I ever lose some of my stuff, I could always I could remake a lot of my tools if I ever get wiped out. This sword would be a big one, though. I've got a lot of enchants on here. Would really like to get a sharpness 5 on that, though. Then it would be like the ultimate sword. Oh yeah, I made a Axe of the Stream, and this thing is really nice. I put 30 levels directly on the axe, and it seems like if you want to get repair on something, that's the best way to do it, is just put 30 levels directly on it instead of books, because the books, your chances of getting repair are very low. Because yeah, I put 30 levels on this, got repair 2. Put 30 levels on this, got efficiency 4, repair 2, first try. So it seems like the odds are pretty good on getting repair on something. So yeah, and that's one other thing I've been doing, is I cut down a lot of trees out here. This used to be all jungle trees and stuff out here, but this axe is really fast if you want to clear out a forest. So this is how I've been doing it. You just right click and it brings all the stuff to you, and since this has efficiency 4 on it, it is insanely fast. You just got to make sure you have some V's in the area, so you're not so you don't break the axe. So yeah, I chopped down this whole area because I don't know, one of these days I might expand over here. That, and I just have a better view of the ocean from my house. Alright, so that's about it for my world tour. I could show you the Twilight Forest, but I haven't really built anything there yet, so it's just kind of showing you just the Twilight Forest itself. So you could always watch some of my past episodes if you wanna check that out. Just a couple episodes ago, I went and killed a couple of the bosses there. But yeah, I'm really curious to get some feedback from you guys, though. What would you guys like to see me do? I know I get comments about computer craft and that type of stuff. Problem is I can't do a lot of separate series, and if I was gonna do computer craft or bees, it would be its own series, because they're pretty much their own game. And they're kind of boring to some people. Like breeding the bees is not good for on camera. Same with programming, not very good on camera stuff. So not going to be doing those. So aside from that, what would you like to see me do? Either with this LP, like would you like to see more episodes of this LP? I'm still going to make more, just because I come here and this is where I test my new ideas out. So this is kind of like my testing grounds still. So I'll still be doing stuff here, but I'm not sure if I should record that much here. That's all I'm saying. But if you guys overwhelmingly would like me just to focus on this, I will. But otherwise, I'm going to either start my own server or join a server. So otherwise, if you like this video, please leave a like. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time.